So
Match time.
That's something that I think is really, really cool. And,
Guardian is now Guardian.
Guardian. Why do you think the V is there?
Don't know.
No one knows.
Maybe it's for NaVi.
Could be a typo.
It's V and Vincere. I'm too much. I'm all over this.
All right, well, we got the pistol right now. That was a dirty grenade.
That's what I'm talking about. These nades straight through the window on his bonnet.
Oh my god. Okay, so already Zeus is down to 22. Zeus actually is the guy with quite a lot of nades. He's got a Molotov in a smoke, so that's kind of significant that he
I've got to interrupt you because I just want to say that they've probably practiced the timing, the rush timing to get to that point as well.
It's very Call
and thrown it at a very specific time. What, Call of Duty Pro Mod?
No, with Call of Duty, it used to be a lot about like grenade timings.
Yeah, I was watching my friend
it used to be kind of ridiculous.
Play Pro Mod, and all of that was happening. Definitely, the nades are very important.
So they're about to try to make their way in, and things are going to get pretty hairy pretty soon. But you can see LDLC are taking a very passive approach. I think that's quite smart because they have some good ranges to use those USPs from by just sticking back on the defense here on the site instead of getting close quarters against NaVi.
I'm quite excited to see NaVi on the T side as well because they are naturally a slow pushing team. This map may work for them.
Already though, MBK in a great position, already picking up 2 frags, which is good work for LDLC. NaVi though, they continue to try to barrel down, and so far they managed to get the bomb on the site, but it gets dropped there thanks to Shocks. And it seems as if they are having a very hard time indeed. This very defensive posture is working wonders for LDLC thus far, as we do have Kiyoshima picking himself up a frag onto Seized, and finally Guardian as well. So definitely big props to MBK there. I mean, doing very well with the CZ to pick up the 2 entry, or the 2 kind of counter entries, if you will, and making LDLC's life much easier.
You know, I picked up some dual Berettas yesterday when I was playing on Face at Pugs with some Quake God, Cypher, and Demon. That was pretty sick. But I picked up the dual Berettas, and I was thinking about it, like you know, Get Right always picks them as well. They should be OP in the pistol run if you just tap people in the head, but it never does seem to happen.
MBK likes to use them a lot as well.
Yeah, definitely worth looking into a bit more. But Kiyoshima here with a big popper pump. No skin on it, though, which is disgraceful, but I'll forgive him for it.
Well, he's in a really good position, obviously, tailoring the position he chooses to the weapon of his holding.
Ooh, that P90 virus, look at all those faces on there. It's a bit Walking Dead, that gun. I love it.
Walking Dead just started again. That's awesome.
Pot shots through the smoke.
To bully their way in. Zeus with a very nice kill. That is definitely a bit of luck favouring Zeus there, but well played nonetheless. Now Kiyoshima's going to get assaulted from both angles perhaps. They're trying to wait for that smoke to go away, and we'll have to see if we can find him. There he is. He does get taken down by Guardian, as we have Happy being the one to lock down the door. Zeus is going to find its way out with the shotgun, and that's Happy on the ground now as Shocks has to go back with the FAMAS into better position to defend this site from that angle towards the door. And things aren't looking so good now for LDLC, losing a lot of money. It's just 2-on-2 as Guardian goes to retrieve the bomb.
He will try and meet up with Zeus here. Guardian with nothing. Well, he's got armor actually, so he could go opt to save the armor, but that. Oh, they're just walking through the tunnel, but not really paying attention to it, which will be a mistake for them as Shoxy gets a free kill and then picks up Guardian as well. So does lose his armor at the end of that round. And any possibility of gun. So it's going to be 2-0 to LDLC on the favoured side of this map, and we are 1 round away from seeing the first buy from Natus Vincere. Did you sing in Latin when you were in school?
No, but I think it's Natus Vincere because that would be how it would be said in Italian.
Thank you very much.
I think.
My Italian pronunciation is awful.
Vincere. Anyway, so that was really, really awesome for NaVi. I mean, they managed to take down 3 players, forcing 3 people to rebuy, and that's like 15k gone, more or less. And so that's a pretty big pickup of theirs, considering they didn't get the bomb down on the first round. And they have to eco properly this time, as they did buy up in the previous one, so they can afford to get those guns going in the next round. And if they get even a couple, 1 or 2 kills here, that's fantastic. But they've already done some good damage. It's just about finding some more. It's very unlikely they're going to find the bomb plant. That's more or less not going to happen. I would be very surprised if LDLC somehow allowed that to happen. But what can happen for them that's good is a couple kills. So let's see if we can find that from NaVi. But they are going to make the combined assault onto the A site, so luck might just be with them. We will see now. So Edward waits in the smoke, going to make his way through the P250. Does find a kill onto Kyoshima, so they did lose one man. So that's alright for NaVi. Still keeping LDLC accountable on the money.
Nice crossfire there to minimize the damage on the A bomb site for Team LDLC. They are going to be 3-0 up. Smiths is going to be picking up the AWP, and we've seen how Rambo he is these days. We'll see where he goes with this one. No AWP for Guardian just yet. Going to be full AKs here for the NaVi team. It is their first buy round, so we'll see where they opt to go. Once again, we have one player going down towards the B bomb site, and we have 4 going towards A. So Smiths taking an aggressive position here.
Ooh, nice. I like this.
Oh, they've naded off the door as well.
Beautiful stuff there, and Smiths is on the angle still. Doesn't connect the shot, but it was there. So that does, you know, show that the theory was good. It was just the lacking of the execute.
I love the fact that we're seeing a lot of overpass. Nip
good.
like to pick it. LDLC very strong in it at the moment as well.
It's very good because we do need, you know, a solid map pool. I mean, I think everyone agrees that it's not so great to to throw in a map like Cobble, which people aren't comfortable with. They're not happy with it.
Cobble's a crap map.
It is not good.
There's that issue as well.
There's that issue. Wasn't trying to be so blunt about it, but you went there.
I hate it more than the CZ.
Whoa.
That's pretty serious, right?
Let's be cool, James.
Let's everyone calm down.
All right, so we're going to see Edward getting picked off by Smiths, who had repositioned. Actually, quite significant repositioning there, as he was over towards B previously. So already switching things up. I like the movement there from Smiths. NaVi going to make the push onto the A site. You know, they're taking their time about it. Would you expect anything less from them? I don't think so. NaVi going to slowly make their way in through the smokes into, once again, a nasty spray down of Shocks, already picking up 2 players. And it felt like NaVi could not find a way in at all.
Yeah, they ended up being the ones trying to walk through the smoke, and they just got cut down, as you do have the advantage if you are not the one who is emerging from the smoke, because you will be standing in plain sight while you can't see a thing. So no losses there for LDLC, 4-0 in favour of LDLC. NaVi on the back foot here. Going to be ecoing possibly a B rush on the cards. We shall see, but you can see LDLC possibly expecting the eco here, more passive positions than last round.
Yeah, you can see them doing this every time. I think they did it early on as well in the second round. They started to take really passive positions, try to abuse the ranges. And the team play setups to prevent anyone getting picked off, because if they do spread out in the map, then if someone does die, they can't really stop the weapon being picked up. So it's really smart that they take that approach, and they're reading the money well of their opponents. Just they know that this is gonna happen eventually. They're like, all right, guys, we're playing against NaVi. They're gonna wait a while. I like the avatar there for StarX, the fist. It's like Happy's gonna be on a couple frags. He will get flanked.
They've got a chance to get the bomb down here.
It's gonna be tough though. It's just like Kyoshima will take him down.
The chance is gone now.
Ooh, Edward. That was a beautiful long-range connection and a lot of damage done. They held it, but that wasn't...
Holy crap, that was a lot of damage done.
They didn't even invest anything there. I mean, they invested in like a few pistols.
CZs, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't... I don't think they really armored up too many people either, so it's... That was really nice by NaVi. They are doing a lot of damage.
We've got the double lock coming out. Let's see where Happy goes with this. Well, it seems Smith's going to the long area, and Happy's going to take Smith's position, maybe?
Very pushed, actually. Smith's with a... Oh, sorry, Kyoshima with a very forward angle. Not able to quite find anything. In fact, he will find a few bullets. He will catch a few bullets himself, so he's going to fall all the way back. And this is why this is so strong on Overpass, because there are so many good positions to fall back onto, but looks like StarX will catch him off guard.
We do see these plays from LDLC every time they play Overpass. It gets to a certain round, then they... take up as much of the map as possible early in the round and then slowly move back, because we've seen in previous matches the terrorist players creep ever slowly towards the bomb sites, and it takes even longer once you get a big push from the CTs like that when they don't lose the player.
And Smith is doing this kind of almost two-man job very well, actually. Able to actually look through onto the pick and resting behind the smoke now, still on a very nice angle here. they might have presumed that he would have fallen all the way back, but Smith's still in a very dangerous angle as they try to put the fake in towards A. Zeus going to pick off Smith, in fact, and in the push does come on to B. They make the entries, they're making the way in, and it is Shox to actually stop the bomb from going down at the moment on the bomb side itself. In goes Seized for the plant in the smoke, but Shox is coming around the side. Shox already with the first kill. That bomb is down though behind the smoke, and looks like Seized and Zeus going to be in a very troubling time. Nice work by Shox and Happy to finish that one off, and we have ourselves another round for them. Another expensive round, but they will get the win, so that's okay.
Yes, the important thing is here that NaVi are keeping LDLC close to 0. We've still got Smith to pick up a gun here. They're going for double up again. To say close to 0, Shox has got $12,000. So
Shox hasn't died yet.
In fairness, we've got 3 players with less than 2,000, so that is important. If he has to buy for them, that's going to be a lot of money depleted for him. So, yeah, 6 rounds in and Shox yet to fall. Guardian does take an early kill. Let's see where he is at the moment. Going to get a second one as well.
Do you see that all through the pipe, man? They mean serious business here, coming in hard and fast. NaVi taking the site by storm. Kiyoshima does come in from the side, but Zeus is just going to put a bullet straight in his head as Smith comes back around with the AWP. Shut down. LDLC get annihilated. NaVi. That was the most fearless push up the pipe I've ever seen.
Now let's see what happens to the money on this round. Is Shoxy going to throw some guns, or is he just... Yep, all the guns are coming out here. We've got a Mag 7 for NBK. Curious to see where he's going to play that, because from the position, if they play very passively on the site, then he can utilize this. Or if he plays in the mid area, which he hasn't gone to on this occasion, he could do it as well. Going to be some jumping Mag 7 from there. He could definitely dink someone down to about 10 HP there, or get the kill if they are close enough.
Have you seen this position before? I haven't seen this one before from
He's
Shox.
actually peeking from there as well.
That's
crazy. Brilliant, and he can shoot quickly because he's bouncing off the ceiling, so he's not going as high as he otherwise would be. Zeus gets the first pick on NBK, so that Mag 7 has not been put to use. Zeus still with 100 HP. StarX down to 43 HP at the moment in that mid area, so not much work done by that Mag 7.
Yeah.
You can see the bomb still left near T-spawn, so they can rotate it to either bomb site as they require. And I'm not sure how many other guns they've seen, so they're probably trying to figure out what the LDLC team are carrying at the moment. If LDLC lose this round, they're going to have to eco, I think, here. Although, you never know with LDLC, they could just bring out 5 scouts.
That is true, you do not know with them. And looks like Shox to defend this, pushes 3 men onto his angle. Does take down the first one, the spray comes in, but he can't quite finish off the job. And it's Guardian now with the AWP at the back, tossing over the grenade. And this looks very strong now from NaVi. They are all getting incredibly low, but StarX is going to find not one, but the second frag with the fire, as Happy does retire. And we have Kiyoshima up on top.
You have to wonder if the Kiev crowd is roaring at all these frags.
Yeah. I would love to hear that.
I mean, that is such an epic venue.
At Katowice, whenever Virtus Pro played, oh my god, that was amazing. Because everyone was just like roaring, just like the crowd is just going nuts over every frag. It was just, imagine playing against that. Oh my god.
Katowice was one of the best crowds in the history of CS, because they were also, when teams lost, they also cheered the teams afterwards. The teams that lost, the away teams, so to speak, they cheered everyone. They were amazing.
Yeah,
I've never seen that amount of
it was beautiful
camaraderie at any other event for Counter-Strike.
It was absolutely beautiful.
So shout outs to the Polish guys.
Definitely, it was.
Dzień dobry.
It was. What does that mean?
It means hello.
Oh. All right. Well, we have an aggressive movement here from LDLC now. They do have, of course, the M4 kept alive on Kiyoshima. You can see his position. Ooh, moving quite fast through middle, actually, going for the wraparound. This could be quite effective, but Shox is going to come in from the door, and
they've taken the bomb with them this time, so they must be expecting the eco.
So it's still NBK there on the site, using that PP50, trying to get himself some work done. Oh wow, 2 bullets left. That's a frag from NBK, and that is just 1 player left now for NaVi. Things are getting really bad. Zeus shut down by Kiyoshima, and that is a 3-man survival on an eco. Well, kind of an eco. I mean, they kept the M4 left
Kyoshima took out
but
3
still,
players on that round.
that was madness.
He managed to, as soon as he got sight of the sewer pipe, he managed to shoot someone straight through that, take out the first guy. They had no idea where he was, so he managed to flank them all, all the way through the sewer, and
Poor James.
take them out as well. Yeah, this cough is less than ideal, but we'll move on. We'll work through it, DDK. You and I together, hand in hand, but not really hand in hand.
All right, well, Kyoshima gonna blow open the vent there for his teammate. In fact, goes for the peak as well. And Starix gonna find himself Kyoshima, but he is on fire at the moment. Does pick up the kill, and we do have a NaVi that is having to just try to figure out where to go from here. I mean, they know LDLC have been aggressive. Kyoshima just showed himself, but off of the pick, he's fallen back. Look at them now. They're just chilling back on the almost the most defensive positions they can be, and it's going to take NaVi maybe a little bit of time to actually work this out before they then are confident to actually make a play onto a site.
Yeah, look how spread out they are at the moment. Just trying to make sure there's no flank coming. There's almost no one by the B on site at the moment, but Zeus has got the angle on the door.
That was a nice nade, actually. I think actually
Did that hit anyone?
I think it connected about 20 damage or so on somebody, but the cool thing there was actually Edward kind of cleared out the A long area. So because by seeing no one there, they're going to.
Did you see the Molotov came over to NBK's position and forced him out?
Oh, I don't know if that was a good thing. He does find all the players. And there is going to be another cleanup here from LDLC so far, but Cease might just be able to charge the bomb down. That leaves Edward alone for the duration of the planting period, and Edward's going to make the one-on-one against Shox, but he's got 3 more angry LDLC players quickly approaching his angle. Does pick up the AWP. This is actually quite smart. He knows that this is pretty much lost, so he picks up the AWP and gets out of there. You were saying about the Molotovs.
Yeah, they Molotoved NBK's position at the beginning of that round, but normally you have the nades come in there first, because then that's almost guaranteed damage, because he's normally going to be focusing on the sewer area, whereas the Molotov might do like 20 damage, he's going to be out of there. But the nade will generally, if you throw the nade from the door, from connector, it will generally like land on his head, and that's like a fairly chunky 50 damage right there. I haven't seen double nades come out from there yet, because double nades will almost be a guaranteed kill at certain parts of, in a lot of rounds on Overpass actually.
Oh yeah, because you can actually find some really nice nades. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Maybe it should be JZF Beatrix. Get the HE action in there. But don't like that idea? Fine. Fine. Didn't really resonate with that. Just like, Don't want to compete against Devil Walk. That's a bad idea.
He actually messaged me and he said like, do you want another smoke date, bro?
Oh yeah. Yeah, when these 2 guys were in the studio together, they were just in every break. They were just for hours just sitting there, like showing, "Hey, do you know this smoke? Oh, I don't know, but I got the best smoke for here." Just like having mad smoke love. But
oh, this is an interesting boost if they can actually get it up.
Very nice stuff from NaVi, and it does seem to be that they're posturing towards A at the moment.
They need to get more rounds on the board here. They have 2 of 10 at the moment, 5 rounds remaining. They're going to need a few rounds. It is hard on the T side, but they're going to need more than 2 rounds if they are to win on the CT side. And
so far, LDLC have been, A is like a stronghold for them so far. It's been absolute craziness. And we're going to see now the push come in from NaVi, making their way through the smokes into the loving embrace of the AWP from Smith. And Shox gunning them down as well. They do take down Smith, but Happy is there jumping around with the AK. And that's the bomb on the ground. It's just Guardian who's left with the AWP. He's going to get out of there and try to keep that alive. And certainly that's a smart choice, but they are going to go for the hunt.
Has he been spotted?
And Shox will get him as well. So very well played by Shox. And it doesn't seem right now, NaVi got to be feeling really bad about A, because every time they've tried A, it's been a disaster. They haven't even got the bomb down.
Very quickly here, if we look at this box, I think the smokes need to go on either side of this box, because currently they're going round the back, and it allows the CTs to just walk through the smokes, and ends up the Ts having to walk through the smokes as second people, and they're the ones on the kind of losing end of it. So in the same way, just actually, and we'll come back to it later.
Yeah, that was a sick headshot there from StarX. Shox is able to actually save this round, but if he doesn't get another kill or two, it's going to be very awkward. In fact, he does pick up one. The Molotov is going to do some nice damage there to NaVi as well. Edward is the last man standing. Great shot with the Deagle. It is now Smith's left in the back there. Whiffs the first shot with the AWP. In goes the Deagle, but it's not enough. Smith does take the kill with the CZ, and that's going to be another round there for LDLC, but it was a close one.
Edward was just one shot away from winning that round, but that was really unfortunate for NaVi. And again, there's still 2 rounds on the board. They're keeping LDLC away from running away with the economy, but they're still not getting those rounds on the board, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
And again, we're going to see the aggression coming in from LDLC on the CT side. They do have a very forward position with Smith. Once again, the sniper does get flashed, and NaVi probably cognizant of attempts to push around the side. You can see if Smith's going to find a shot, does catch seized. The return coming from Guardian, that's going to feel good. We do actually have Kiyoshima falling all the way back. He was the support, but look at this. Shox in a great position now. Going to take down a couple players with the help of Kiyoshima. NaVi didn't know what hit him, and now they've got 2 players left against 4, and that is going to be quite hard to understand now. What is the next step? Where do you go from this?
Yeah, it's quite difficult to track the CT players because of where they spawn on the upper site compared to the terrorists. So it is not easy pickings, to say the least, for the terrorist side. And 45 seconds left. Only 2 Ts versus 4 CTs. We'll have to see what they can do here.
Well, they have Guardian. They have Edward. Edward has the manliest of man bids of all time. And Guardian, of course, legendary AWPer. With 30 seconds left. As usual, cutting things close on RV. And Guardian to pick up a kill. Edward with an entry as well. And now all of a sudden it's a 2-on-2. In goes the Molotov. Edward going to block them off and allow Guardian time to plant. And Kiyoshima standing in the far end, taking loads of damage. And in fact, Shox burns to death. And now LDLC, they rest their hopes on Kiyoshima in this round. It's a good prediction there, but not going to find all that much damage. Edward on 6 health. Guardian still fully loaded. 100 health, full Kevlar, and helmet. And Kiyoshima has to go for the chasing game, and he can't quite find the players. Edward luring him into a trap, and that's going to be a great frag onto Kiyoshima, and a wonderfully clutched round by Edward and Guardian.
So, going to be an interesting buy from LDLC. Double AWP, M4 Fabas, and a P250 for NBK. So, see where they proceed. Guardian holding an angle at the moment. Going to have Edwards going to check long, possibly. Or in fact, they're going to disregard long for the time being. And if we look at the CTs here, they're playing a lot more passively on this round than they have in previous.
Yeah, this would probably be quite a long round as well, considering the fact that NaVi already were more or less waiting for aggressions and trying to find them. And they've been conditioned to expect aggression. They've been conditioned to expect tricks and sneakiness from LDLC, and perhaps things that even NaVi have not seen before. And so they are taking every measure of caution that they can possibly muster, as we see NaVi slowly making their way up the A short area, up the kind of middle towards that A site, as we do see what could soon be an execute onto the A site. And so far it has not gone right for them. Can they do something different? Can they do it now? Here comes the set play. In with the smokes. In with all the nades and flashes. Molotov going to burn Smith's alive somehow. And in goes Zeus. Can't see a damn thing. Will finally get out of the smoke. And it's going to be a frenzy here for NaVi, taking down 3 players with ease. And happy now with that AWP in the back. He's got a lot of work to do. And he's got no friends to help him. Misses the no-scope. And that's going to be a nice round there for NaVi.
And those are the smokes I'm talking about. They're, rather than being at the ends of the sites, there's some in the middle, which kind of makes it hard for the CTs to push because they'll be really up close and personal, and that's going to make it a lot harder to hold the site there. So they pretty much have to play for the retake in that position. And I think that's a better way of approaching the A-bomb site for the Ts. And they do find themselves with 4 rounds on the board now. And look at this. This is the last round. Look at the buy here from LDLC. They've got 4 pistols and a FAMAS to their name. They have lots of smokes though, which will work to their advantage if they can get these CZs going as well.
And there we go. We do find a single frag coming in. And Shox is also there in the angle, not brave enough to go for the rifle just yet. But if he could actually maybe creep through the smoke and pick it up, maybe. Shox might go for that rifle. We'll have to see if he's able to pick something up. But we do have NaVi sitting still a little bit. There is, of course, Edward, who is checking the flank as usual. And they are waiting for the smoke to dissipate, trying to take every precaution they can. And re-smoke there into the tunnel. And we do have a nice crossfire potential from Shox and Happy. This could go very wrong for NaVi. And it's already one frag. Nice reaction there from StarX. But it looks like Happy could just come in and ruin the parade for NaVi, who are already on an even situation. There's one kill. Happy looking good right now. The door is opened. Oh, he gets it with the last bullet. And Edward will try to make the refrag, but Happy with the CZ. What were you saying about CZ earlier, James?
Yeah, close quarters, CZs and smokes. But NaVi gave him 3 1v1s there as well.
They did, yeah.
So you have to, they made it easy for him, basically.
And close range 1v1s as well, more or less, or close mid.
Although, I mean, the nature of the map, if you're going to push a site, you have no choice but to be close range. So that's not really something they can do anything about, purely due to the nature of the map. But
this is like the nuke effect now. Because it looks like a terrible situation for them, but it's the nuke situation, really, where you were unlucky enough to start on the T side, right?
Yeah. Indeed. So we are on the first round of the second half. We'll see what the situation is. Again, we've got one T going towards B, and then a 4 push towards A with one of those 4 in the connector area.
Yeah, I like how Guardian was actually pushed quite far down middle. He's going to actually retreat a little bit now and take a more defensive posture, but he was able to actually hear quite a lot from how far down he was pushed. And you can see that
look at these football yobs running towards the site with broken bottles and cones.
They're going for it right now, and the Flash is doing some good work. There's a lot of damage dealt. Guardian with a nice... Wow, Guardian with amazing kills coming in. Edward with some good support as well. That's going to drop 4 players immediately. LDLC are struggling now. They just have Happy left. Edward, Zeus, and Starks to deal with. Happy's going to find a one-on-one. And beautiful stuff there from NaVi. They do manage to take the pistol round, and that's going to allow them to fight back.
Indeed, the all-important pistol round economy is key here on Overpass Geesley. NaVi, that's an important round for them, but they have to make sure they do not get ecoed here. We have the CZs again for LDLC. If they can take up aggressive positions early, then they may be in with a chance here. You can see them pretty much all going towards the A bomb site with one connector at the moment, that is NBK. Just making sure there's no flank here from the CTs. So again, if they can just get deep early, then they could put these CZs to work. And purely a numbers game, especially against Silence M4.
They're looking to break the bank, and so far they've only taken down 1 player, Guardian in return, but the P250 of NBK doing some massive work. 3 players dropped now for NaVi. Happy and Kiyoshima very, very low health as the rotation does come in, and they do secure the area more or less, and the bomb cannot go down. But if LDLC are sneaky, they can actually, with the minute that is left, still find a plant here somehow, and or maybe even another frag. They've already done lots of damage, killing 3 players. That's more or less 5k each for the rebuy. So
the longer they take, the more likely NaVi are to have to split sides, basically. And if they it's a 50-50 between a CZ and an M4, depending on who gets what angle first. But that reload may give away Kiyoshima's position. That's going to be a wrap. So NaVi survived with 2 rifles. It was an expensive round for them, but they won the round. That's all important. There was no bomb plant as well, which means 1 more eco here for LDLC. And
the thing about the killing of the 3 players there is that what that means is that NaVi's economy doesn't really grow. And we can see that that's kind of
here we go. Big pop-up pump is coming out. We got a Scott Steiner on Zeus.
Well, let's see if it can do some damage here. They are going quite aggressive with this. Zeus going to get himself just close right now. And there it is. Finds himself NBK. Nasty, nasty stuff there. Oof. What was that? That was a fantastic shot there from Shox. And things are looking quite awkward. Another player for NaVi falling. Zeus hits the ground. As we have LDLC, they're hungry like dogs, like rabid dogs at the moment, picking up these kills left and right with these CZs. Happy's got the shotgun, now the Nova.
Now there's a problem here for NaVi. Edward and StarX, it's ideal for them to stick together purely because we've seen how these ecos go now that the CZ is in the game. But there are 3 rifles on the floor across the map as well. So Do they protect the bomb sites? Do they take aggressive positions and try and protect the guns that people might pick off? Like, there's so many issues to them here that there isn't really one correct decision right now.
We might just see the one-on-one coming in here. As Happy is going to find himself Starks, but Starks doesn't know which way to look and when. The timing is ever important. Going to find himself Happy. That is one player dealt with. The two now making the approach. And Starks not able to get out of there, but he's done enough damage. Should be...
He had to pull out the pistol there. He had no protection at all.
Edward in with the M4. 15 seconds left now. Edward with a vast advantage on the health as well. And there it is, does make the kill. So very well played there by StarX. Really well played.
Yeah, so they survived with one man standing, but that was a very difficult position. You could see LDLC was setting up for a crossfire as they were pushing the B bomb site, but NaVi detected it, took out the guy on site. Didn't pull out the pistol to put up a fight versus a third person. So it was left to a 1v1, and it is, again, it's very important. 11-7. They've got a lot of rounds to claw back here before they can make it even.
And they're going to go for another aggressive play. NaVi trying to take a lot of real estate right now. Zeus, in a lot of problems, does actually get taken down. And you can see MBK picks up the Nova, and he's going to try to use this. Ooh, look at that, just puncturing the door with that thing, man. That's powerful. A powerful weapon.
Yeah, we need to get used to a hole here. Used to seeing it in Nuke on Squeaky, but now we have another Squeaky here on Overpass. But again, that's how you can see the CZ has changed in meta game as well. Previously, it wouldn't be so easy to take out someone with a shotgun like that. So again, decisions to be made on the purchase of guns on a map with so many close quarters like Overpass.
And then they go. You can see MBK, the entry man, looking for the peaks. Doesn't quite find the frag. Does get some damage out there, though. Starks in the back behind the barrels. Does take down one player. Edward gets one as well. Shocks going to get a return frag as things do calm down here. Edward does find the head of MBK. That's going to put things to a 2-on-2, but still, LDLC looking very good, and considering how this round started, NaVi are not going to be feeling good about this. And Guardian is now the last man here for NaVi. Waiting patiently with the AWP to see what he can find. Has to pull out the pistol and go close. Does get annihilated by Shocks. And that's the round there for LDLC, and certainly one for NaVi to be full of regret.
It's a free AWP as well for Smiths, which is really important. And I think in the position Zeus was playing, I think a Mag 7 would have probably been better, or an MP7. But the Nova, we've seen it, he's just not getting the one-shots there. And he was close enough, especially with the Nova, where it's a concentrated spread because it's a long rifle. Look at this peeking from the T's here. Oh, they're all peeking!
The bait for Guardian, that was really smart, and he picked up a kill as well. Are they going to keep peeking him? The smoke did go down, but there was still a gap to actually look through. And LDLC actually splitting off a little bit. So it's kind of a good read by NaVi to actually get down there with two players for the angle very quickly. And this has forced LDLC to switch up their strategy. And MBK is kind of alone here. He's got to actually win this one-on-one against C's. This is going to be interesting. This could change the round right now. MBK does manage to find the frag. He does go down to 28 health. But now they control middle.
The bomb is heading towards A as well with two people in support. And there is only Edward on the site with a Mag 7. He could, if he holds this position, put in some good work here. He could go behind a truck, and you can see he's backing off. So he may have heard some footsteps, as we do have a rotation coming in from Guardian as well. He's going to hold the angle from the stairs. And Zeus is coming into play as well.
Oh, he could actually... Oh, they find him. They find him in time. Zeus has got to get out of there, just keep himself alive, and just keep the threat of the flank alive as well. They're going to go in as well, and Edward's in the back of the site with the mag. We're going to have to see if Edward's able to accomplish something. But Guardian's coming in as well. Somehow whiffs the shot there. Another legs shot found there by him, and that's actually going to help out Edward. 10
seconds. They're going to B.
They need to get the bomb down now. They have to go for this A plant. Edward with the mag makes two quick frags, but the bomb...
There's time.
Oh,
there's time.
There's just enough time. 1 second left on the clock. The bomb does get dropped, though, and Zeus, the M4. Oh, my God. Zeus, man, that flank. It was so close.
Yeah.
It was so close to just being the round for NaVi.
Unfortunate for him. He had two angles to watch. Looked at the wrong one at the wrong time and got legged by the AWP, unless it went through the wall, which is probably more likely. Has to just run around with 17 HP. That's going to be another round for LDLC.
And let's not forget as well, Guardian, he made 3 shots before they were really focusing on him. and he missed the first one somehow, and then there were 2 leg shots. That is gutting. That's absolutely gutting. If Guardian had gotten the frags, they would have been able to actually potentially stop the bomb plant, considering how tight it was. So that was a round 1 by the smallest of margins.
Money not looking fantastic for NaVi here. I think we're going to be looking at 14-17 unless NaVi push and get some early picks in this round, which they may well just do. You can see Zeus going for the aggressive positioning already. He is the man of the M4, so it's going to be up to him to get the game-changing frags here, as we saw Kiyoshima do on the CT side when he got that flank in.
And here he goes to get that ball rolling, does pick up 2 quick frags, and it's going to be MBK who gets 2 in both the returns, so it's actually a great trade considering how weak MBK is. 3 health left. Sure, the M4 is not recoverable, but Edward, caught with the grenade in his hand. Happy will not let it stand as we see MBK going for the push now up through to middle to see if there's anybody looking for the flank rather, as it is now the 2 versus 3. But still, this could very easily become a 2-on-2 if MBK gets caught.
If Edward got that frag, that could have been the game changer there. But he had a nade out, so could offer no defense or offense in that particular situation. And NaVi in trouble now.
Oh my goodness, another dink. Happy down to 1 health. That is unbelievable stuff. Just for the... they were baiting him onto the weapon.
Wow, he did a somersault into the wall as well.
I wouldn't be surprised if MBK picked up the M4 and re-dropped it just to bait it onto a more perfect angle for him. But nice play here from LDLC. 14-7 the score. NaVi in dire straits at the moment.
What's the next map?
The next map is Inferno, which is the pick of LDLC. So this was chosen by NaVi.
Yeah, well,
and LDLC
starting on the T side is never easy on Overpass.
No, it's basically like Nuke from what we have seen.
It's still changing though, but it's still early days for the map, so it may not be as bad as it looks at the moment. But time will tell. We have 4 in long at the moment. Loitering by the toilets, like youths.
Like youths. Like youthful delinquents.
Yeah.
Instead of elderly delinquents. Bit of ageism there. Alright. We're going to go in right now for the push. LDLC going in with a bit of a set play. The grenades going in. In fact, actually, they are potentially just baiting out response, as they aren't going in immediately. And instead of just forcing NaVi to actually move from their positions.
Oh, wow, look at this. No, let's look at this. Mr. Auto Director, I want to watch this.
That
is a great angle.
If they had planted the Molotovs and the smokes to get that pick, that would have been insane. But LDLC going to go in. Shocks jumping. Headshot there around the side. MBK wrapping around the bomb truck as well for the frags. And it's easy pickings for LDLC as they make things happen. Bomb goes down. And NaVi are in a terrible position. Are they going to... I mean, they can't retake this. There's just no way that they can make this work.
No, it's 2v5. So we're looking at match point here on the first map. Let's look at the money for the CTs here. And there is no money, basically.
They're good at macro. Maybe they should be playing StarCraft 2 instead of this game.
All they've got is dust and kind of muck that appears at the corner of your mouth when you haven't had a drink in a while in their wallet. So they're going to need to make this work with not much of anything here. Kishima is going to come in like Rambo and get taken out. Smith is the true Rambo of LDLC.
Alright, so 15-7 and LDLC are close to just cleaning up map number 1 in this best of 3 against NaVi. And again...
Your Guardian with the scout. Do you remember when you could stand next to the truck and you could jump with the scout and look into sewer? Those were good times. Good
times were had by all.
Apart from the people on the sewer. Because they got shot in the face.
Aggressive position actually from Zeus actually. Once again, the A-long aggression. No, not Zeus. Who is it? I misread the number.
You lied to me.
There it is. It's seized. Number 0.
Ooh, Smith got stinked through the tree.
0 is a hero.
If you shoot a tree with a sniper, the bullet normally goes through the tree.
Yeah, you're talking about real life?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah. This game's not about real life, James.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
In goes Shocks though. He's going to actually find himself the 1-on-1 against Seized, and that was really nice. You see how they set up the trade frag there. Very important stuff as they clear out the map. Oh, nice spray down. That was fantastic. MBK.
Plocks That's what I have to say. Sorry for
Alright, okay. We're gonna go for some
Sometimes
more.
you gotta say
more.
blocks, dude.
Sometimes you gotta get the plucks on. This Guardian there trying to trade up against that AWP of Smiths, and StarSeries does deny the entry from. So they're all just one by one. They're just going down at the moment. This does not look like fantastic Counter-Strike. The jump shot coming in from Guardian, and he's got himself a Smiths, and Smiths has himself a Guardian. He's going to see the 2-on-2 coming in now as they make their way back around onto the A site to try to stop this bomb from going down. There's the fake plant, and Kyoshima, I think he froze time itself.
When it's a bullet time there, but the bullets met his chest. He will come out on the
What he was Max Payne.
west side of that. A bit of weird Go TV lag there.
Did you play Max Payne? The first game?
No, I've seen Max Payne, but I haven't played it. I was busy playing Ricochet.
When you say you've seen Max Payne,
I've seen
you don't
other
mean the
people.
movie, right?
No, of course
Okay,
not. No,
okay,
I've
good.
seen other
Okay.
people play Max Payne, but when people play Max Payne, I was playing Ricochet.
Oh my god, Ricochet is like
Mate,
that.
I'm hardcore.
That was the first mod ever created for the on Half-Life 1 engine by Valve.
Ricochet puts hairs on your chest.
It was
So watch out,
it was
ladies.
scarily bad. Anyway, we're gonna see the push coming in here once again from NaVi. It's the same round more or less. In fact, this is looking a bit more aggressive for Seized. He wants to find an early pick in this round or some information, something. But the position of Smiths is quite devious. In fact, Smith's actually not with the patience going to go up. Seized might just find his head. But Smiths is going to get caught off, and there you go. Seized with the kill. But look at this. They're already in the site. And Guardians, what is happening right now? Look, that is nuts. They're making their way in, completely circumventing the defense of the A bomb site.
Well, this is worst case scenario here for NaVi. It's got to be a pain in the arse.
Goodness. There was a leak in the defense, guys, and the bomb has been planted on A. Now Guardian comes back in from A long, gets taken down by NBK. Things are looking very suboptimal at the moment, is one way to put it. And 16-8, it's going to be LDLC taken down overpass.